Hello everyone, my name is Chloe and welcome back to a brand new vlog video. First of all, Merry Christmas to all who celebrate. It is the evening, I think it's about 8 o'clock at night. It's been a day of family and gifts and food, etc. And I've actually already been off for about 3 days now, so this is a little late start to my holiday vlog. But I still have another 7 days off and I just want to vlog and read some books and hang out with you guys. So we're going to be doing a cozy little reading vlog. I do have an adventure planned this week, which is to go hang out with the BookTube chicks for our holiday meetup where we exchange gifts and whatnot. But that won't be until later in the week. And the main thing that's going to be happening is I'm going to be cleaning this week because I want to go into the new year with a clean home. So to start this vlog off, I am going to go put my pajamas on and grab the book I'm currently reading and we'll talk about it. All right, I'm all changed. And the book I am rereading is In the Holidays by Christina Lauren, one of my absolute favorite Christina Lauren books. I reread this every holiday season. So this is either my third or fourth reread of it. I'll have to go back and look, but I'm almost done with it. I only have about 3 chapters left, so I am hoping to finish this tonight, have a nice, calm, cozy evening. And then after I finish this, I'm going to switch to an audiobook because I'm currently reading 3 books right now. And it's all in an effort to finish my reading goals for the year. So I'm going to switch to the audiobook of 1,000 Heartbeats by Kira Cass after I finish that and play like a cozy game on my Switch. Not sure what yet, but I just want to have a nice, calm evening of reading. This is for the buzzword challenge. I'm trying to finish the last prompt of the year, which is sound related words, so heartbeat. I've also been meaning to read this since it came out. Kira Cass is one of my favorite authors. Selection is one of my favorite series. I'm only about 30% of the way through this one. I'm really not sure how I'm feeling about it right now, but we're not going to talk about that just yet. I just want to go finish In the Holidays because I love it so much. So let's go get some reading done. This is my first time actually sitting down and talking to you all today. It's been a long day. This morning I made us some breakfast from like Christmas leftover food, and then we decided to drive to a Barnes & Noble that's farther away just because it's a bigger Barnes & Noble. It's the older style, so it still has like the cafe, and it's 2 stories. So I wanted to drive to that one because of the bigger selection that I expected them to have compared to my newer Barnes & Noble that's smaller and doesn't have as large of a selection. Today was the after Christmas sale. The past couple of years they've been doing half off of hardcovers, which is an amazing deal. This time they changed it to 33% off hardcovers, which is still better than nothing. But something I noticed is there is a lack of hardcovers in books that I read. Romance almost exclusively comes out in paperback, so I had a really hard time picking stuff. But I got 4 books. I'm only going to talk about 3 of them because one of them is published by Wednesday Books, and I am not crossing the picket line for the boycott until St. Martin's Press, Wednesday Books, their imprints, speak up and meet the demands of Readers for Accountability. But these other 3 books I can talk about. So the first one I have is Royal Blood by Amy Carter. This is a book that I actually read about a month or 2 ago. I read it during my reading retreat vlog, so I'll link that in the description below. But I read this in about 8 hours and I really enjoyed it. It is about an illegitimate member of the royal family, not about vampires, because this says vampires essentially. The sequel is coming out in a couple of months and I'm really excited. I really enjoyed this one. Then I picked up Love Boat Forever by Abigail Hing Wen. I have the other 2 books. I haven't read them, but here we are. And then I picked up Rosewood by Sayantani Dasgupta. This is a midsummer meet cute. It is a contemporary modern retelling of Sense and Sensibility and was on my most anticipated releases for the year. This is a very YA heavy haul, which is kind of a risk for me because of me growing away from YA. But one, I already read and really enjoyed, so I know that. This one, I'm really hoping to enjoy since it's on my most anticipated list. And I've heard a lot of amazing things about the Love Boat series, so fingers crossed. We also are working on our week of cleaning before the new year. So we just did some cleaning around the house and there is still more to do this week. But what I'm going to be doing probably for at least the next little bit of time is I need to edit tomorrow's video. Shouldn't take too long. It's only about 10 minutes long. And then I didn't get to listen to my book and play my Switch last night, so I am going to do that again, or try to do it again today. What I did do last night was finish In a Holidays by Christina Lauren. I did confirm that this was my 4th reread of it, and 5 stars. And I did get a little bit of 1,000 Heartbeats read last night, but I still have about 4 hours left in the audiobook, and I need that done before the end of the year. So I'll be listening to that later tonight. I am almost done with 1,000 Heartbeats, and then we'll officially be done with the buzzword challenge for 2023. Y'all, I have done so much stuff today, and I wasn't even supposed to. So I was literally just going to Sam's Club and coming home and getting a car wash too. I left at like 9:40, went and got the car wash, went to Sam's Club, and then I just ended up having to do all of these other things for a family member. And now I'm finally home. I'm home, I'm settled, it's after 3 o'clock. So we're gonna talk about the reading that I've been doing because I did finish a book yesterday. And I finished another book, a graphic novel, this morning, and I'm still reading. So we're gonna talk about a couple of different things. But before we get into the reading, I have an unboxing. This package, this was a pre-order. It was supposed to be here on December 7th, and then it just kept getting delayed. Today is the 29th, and it's finally here. It is Gold by Raven Kennedy, the 5th book in the Plated Prisoner series. Originally, this was supposed to be the last book in the series, and then Raven Kennedy came out and said it just couldn't all fit into one book, so now there's going to be a 6th and final book next year. Now, I love the original covers of the series, but these hardcovers are gorgeous as well, and they all kind of line up and have this gold splash across them. So beautiful. I still need to read book 4, and then I can read this book, but I've heard this book ends on a cliffhanger. So now let's talk about my reading that I have been doing. So the book I finished yesterday was 1,000 Heartbeats by Kira Cass, and I was talking to you all about how I was reading this and listening to it, and I just have not been enjoying it as much as other Kira Cass books. I hate to say this because I really enjoy the Selection series and I liked The Betrothed, but I feel like Kira Cass books are on a downhill trajectory for me, and I hate that. The Selection series is still one of my all-time faves. I enjoyed The Betrothed. The sequel was okay. This, I gave it 3 stars, and I'm honestly so bummed that this was like the final book that I finished this year, that I am not making it be the final book I finish this year. I am not ending 2023 on a 3-star read. Are you kidding me? So that was 3 stars. Then this morning I finished Saga Volume 11 by Brian K. Vaughan and Fiona Staples. This series will probably be finishing up in the next like 3 or 4 volumes that come out. When they took their hiatus in 2018, it was at the midpoint, and they have been back to releasing, I think this is the 2nd or 3rd one they've released since their hiatus has been over. I enjoyed this one, but once all of the issues are out, I'm going to read the whole thing, like binge read the whole thing. After the hiatus, I did read Compendium 1 before reading the new edition that came out. So I want to do that again, like when the whole series is done. So I finished that this morning, and then I've been working on 2 other books. I'm only going to finish one of these before the end of the year, and I'll tell you which one I'm working on. So I read a little bit more of Holly Jolly Diwali by Sonia Lally. I started this a few days ago, but I don't think I ever talked about it. We're following Nikki, who lives in the States, but she is of Indian descent, and she ends up getting laid off from her job, and she decides to go last minute to her friend's wedding in India, and it also happens to be over Diwali. I'm about 20% through this one so far, and I am enjoying it. I'm at a point where she like just got to India, and she has met up with her friend who's getting married. And that is a whopping 56 pages in, so I still got a little bit on this one. The one I'm trying to finish before the end of the year, and is also my audiobook, is Iris Kelly Doesn't Date by Ashley Herring Blake, the final book in the Bright Falls series trilogy. Iris Kelly is a character that I really enjoyed throughout the other 2 books. Even though the second one was kind of boring for me, I'm really excited for this one. And this is also one of my review books, so if I could knock out another review book before the end of the year, that would be great. I'm about to be on chapter 3, which is about 30 pages in. I am listening to the audiobook, which I listen between 1.6 and 1.7 speed, so that gives me just over 6 hours left in the book. So ideally, I would like to finish it today. I don't think that's possible. I'm just gonna start listening while I'm doing some other stuff around the house and see how far that gets me. Tomorrow is my BookTube Chicks hangout, which I'm hoping to get a lot more footage of hanging out with Kat and Desirai tomorrow. We are going to have some lunch and we're gonna go book shopping, and then I have some book baskets that we did. We did book baskets for our birthdays as well, but we decided to do them again for Christmas, and they're so fun. So I can't wait to do our book basket exchange tomorrow. I'm gonna throw on my headphones, start my audiobook. I need to do a couple more little cleaning things before the new year. I need to change out the towels. I need to deep clean my Keurig, and I need to find homes for these gifts. This is just a bag full of various Christmas gifts that I got, and I just haven't put them away yet. So today seems like a good day to do that, since tomorrow I can't do anything. All right, I'm gonna throw some headphones on, and let's see how much of my audiobook I can get done in however much time. It's been about 3 hours since I last talked to you all. I have listened to an hour of the audiobook spread throughout those 3 hours because I fell down a TikTok rabbit hole, talked to my husband, a whole bunch of stuff, but I cleaned a bunch of things too. So I'm gonna keep listening. Good morning. I've been very bad at vlogging the past few days, but it is 8:40 on the day I'm going to see Kat and Desirai. So I'm about to go get ready, but really quick, I just wanted to show you their book baskets because they look so cute. Okay, so this one is Kat's. We've got some snacks, coffee, face masks, and a bookmark and some socks. She's got 3 books and a little like notebook. Book sleeve fit in there perfectly, but she actually bought it and it just got shipped to my house. So this is how she's getting it. And then this is Desirai's. Her basket is a little bigger, so things don't look as like cute and snug in there. But she also has 3 books, coffee, 2 face masks, some socks, a magnet, and some washi tape, and a snack. I get to give these to them today, and I'm so excited. So I'm going to very quickly get a cup of coffee going, so I have a little something, and I'm gonna go put on some makeup, trying to decide if I want to keep or redo the braids, but keep braids in today or not. We'll see. But I will see you in a second when all of this is done. Boom. Done. Ready for the day. I redid my braids because I thought they looked cute with the outfit I'm wearing. I've just got a black shirt and some jeans on. I have a little sweater that I'm gonna wear over top because it is chilly outside. I think the high is like 63 today. And I am nearly ready to go. I have to go pick up Kat first, and then we're going to hit the road. But first, a little reading update. Still reading Iris Kelly Doesn't Date. I have less than 4 hours left. I think it's like 3.5 hours left, and it's starting to pick up steam. I'm about halfway through the book, and I'm enjoying this a lot more than the second book. All right, let's go pick up Kat. Happy last day of 2023. Yesterday you saw a montage of me hanging out with Kat and Desirai. Both of their channels are linked in the description below. I had such a fun time. I got so many books. I bought a lot of books, and it was just such a great time to go book shopping and have lunch with my book besties. Now, by the time I got home, it was after 9. By 11, I had a bit of a headache, so I just went to bed. But today is a day of finishing Iris Kelly Doesn't Date by Ashley Herring Blake. I have 2.5 hours left in it, so we are going to finish it this morning. I've already listened to an hour since I have been awake, and I just want to tidy up around the house because while I did my week of cleaning in between Christmas and New Year's, I feel like some things have just gotten a little untidy since we've been living this past week. So I just want to get a couple of things cleaned up while I'm listening to the book. That way I can put my fresh cinnamon broom on the door and be ready to go into the new year. I do also need to get grapes at some point for a New Year's tradition that I'd like to try out. So that's where we're at. So I'm going to go do some tidying up, and I'll talk to you guys in a little bit and update you on where I am in Iris Kelly Doesn't Date. Good morning, everyone. Happy 2024. I didn't vlog a lot yesterday. Today's actually the latest I've slept on all of these days off, but today is January 1st. Today and tomorrow are the last 2 days of this vlog before I have to go back to work. So I wanted to do a quick reading update because I did manage to squeeze in one more book before the new year, and it was Iris Kelly Doesn't Date by Ashley Herring Blake. The last time I talked to you all, I had 3.5 hours left, and I did end up finishing it yesterday afternoon, and then I finished filming my wrap-up and was able to post that. So I'll link my wrap-up in the description below because that's already up by the time this video is up. But I gave this book 4 stars, and I also wrote my review because I did get the audiobook from the Libro FM ALC program. So I'll link my review in the description below. But I really liked Iris's story, and I think this book had better pacing than the previous book did. So the first book that I have begun reading this year, I actually started it a week ago, and it's a reread. And I am picking back up with House of Earth and Blood by Sarah J. Maas because my work friend group and I are buddy reading the first 2 books to be ready for the 3rd book coming out at the end of this month. So I have to get back into that, and it's such a long book. I have 15.5 hours left on it. So that's what I'm going to be listening to off and on for the rest of the day and probably the rest of this vlog. I did a little walking/dance exercise this morning, and I'm just ready to start off the new year. We're having a nice, calm Monday morning on January 1st. So I'm going to keep listening to Crescent City this morning, and we will see how far I can get. Hello again, everyone. Thank you all so much for watching this vlog. It was great to have some time off and get some reading done. My final reading updates for this vlog are I'm now on chapter 20 of Crescent City, the first book, which is about 215 pages in. I'm also a little over halfway through A Holly Jolly Diwali by Sonia Lali, and I'm really enjoying that one. I also started another audiobook while I am waiting for my friends to catch up in Crescent City. And this audiobook is only about 5 hours long. It's a fairly short book called Protege King by Lisa Renee Jones. I really don't like the narrator for the audiobook, but currently I am powering through it just to see where the story goes. It is one of my review books, so I would like to get it done as soon as possible. But that is all I have for this vlog video today, so thank you all so much for joining me throughout the week. I hope you all enjoyed it. As always, if you like what you see here, please go ahead and click subscribe. I post new videos every week, so click subscribe so you can be updated for when I post those. Thank you all so much. I'll see you in my next one. Bye!
In the darkness,